the extraordinary summit of EAC heads of state on the security situation in the DRC that had been taking place in Burundi's capital city have been concluded with a number of resolutions reached, including a call for both sides involved in that conflict to call for peace on all agreements to be respected to restore long-term peace in the eastern region of that country. Now, according to the Ministry of Health, 93% of the teenagers have been vaccinated against cervical cancer, but we'll get to that story in a heartbeat.
As the 20th Extraordinary Summit of EAC Heads of State came to a close, the Secretary-General of the community read an announcement on the resolutions reached in the presence of the leaders.
The summit directed all troops contributing countries to immediately deploy and urged the Democratic Republic of Congo to facilitate deployment of troops from the Republic of South Sudan, Republic of Uganda, Burundi to the East African Regional Force. And 7, the heads of state reiterated their decisions at the high-level consultative meetings held in different parts of the region, including Sharm el-Sheikh. 8, the summit noted with appreciation the financial contributions by the Republic of Kenya and the United Republic of Tanzania, and thank the Republic of Rwanda and the Republic of Uganda for their commitment to contribute to the East African Community Peace Facility Fund. 9, the heads of state called upon all parties to respect and implement decisions of the summit and obligations agreed upon in previous meetings of heads of state and other established instruments in the restoration of peace and security in Eastern DRC.
An appeal was also made directly to those involved in the conflict currently ongoing in the Eastern DRC.
The summit reiterated its call to all parties to de-escalate tensions and to use established regional, continental, international mechanisms to resolve any disputes in the implementation of peace in Eastern DRC. 11, the heads of state reiterated the need for implementation of the decisions and particularly the directives of the 22nd meeting of the Summit of the Heads of State on the security situation in Eastern DRC, directed all armed groups in Eastern DRC to embrace dialogue, lay down the arms and join the political process.
Among the leaders present during the summit was His Excellency President Paul Kagame, and the gathering was called for and hosted by His Excellency President Evariste Ndayishimiye of Burundi, the current chair of the East African Community. It comes at a time when the conflict between the M23 rebel group in the Eastern DRC and that country's armed forces, FARDC, continues with no signs of letting up, as well as the disturbing recent decision of the DRC's authorities to deport 3 Rwandan officers who were stationed at the East African Regional Force headquarters in Goma. Following the summit, the heads of state of Rwanda and Burundi also met to discuss the bilateral relations that exist between their countries. The announcement issued after the summit also emphasized that the problem in the Eastern DRC concerns the entire East African community, and a political solution is the answer, not violence, which is why peace talks should be given a priority, something the government of the DRC has unfortunately continued not to do, and instead opt to continuously blame Rwanda for problems in its own country.